ForMattStriker, WWE announced just yesterday that your contract's not being renewed. You are no longer with the company. You debuted tonight here at FWE. Probably an emotional couple of days for you. Can you put it in words? How do you feel about the whole situation?
I don't want to lie and try and be a tough guy and say I don't care. I'm heartbroken, and that was my dream job. I had no business being in WWE for as long as I was there, and I learned so much from all of them, not only about wrestling but from entertainment. And if I can take what I learned at WWE University and apply that to something moving forward, then that's a blessing. If not, thank God. My dad always told me to get my degree. You know, September's coming. I can teach at the community college level or at the high school level, but I'll always love wrestling. I'll always love WWE and the opportunity they gave me. They gave me a chance when no one else would. The same way tonight, this company gave me a chance. And I think that's what it's all about, is just giving chances. Everybody wants to hear gossip and smut, and I'm not going to give that. There's a reason behind the madness, and again, that company only has your entertainment in their best interest, and you should support that, because without that company on top of the food chain, nothing else trickles down. There are no independents. There is no Japan. There is no Europe. There is no that other place without WWE. So say what you want, but when you strip away all the things you don't like about that company, WWE, you have to respect what they do. I'm thankful for the opportunity that they gave a short little blue-eyed kid from Bayside. I don't want to cry, but anyone that knows me knows how much I love this, and I'll always love it. And what is it? Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. How's that for a cliche? Right. You know, I'm a storyteller.
You had the chance to pretty much jump both feet back into the independents with FWE literally the next day. You know, coming into the building tonight, obviously a world of difference from working for WWE. What were your feelings coming in? And now the show's over, you got a chance to work in the ring a little bit and also do announcing. So you kind of, you know, you got to kind of, you know, satiate both sides of the field there.
Good word.
I try.
Feelings. Listen, I'm not a feelings guy. I'm not an emotional guy. I grew up with 4 sisters. I had to be the tough one, whatever. I was nervous. Can I hang with these guys? You know, these guys are competing on the independent level. It's much different than the WWE product. It's fast-paced. It's hard-hitting. It's back and forth. It lacks all semblance of psychology. But to come in and to just be, I'm a guest in someone else's home now. And I go back to all the things I learned up at WWE. You know, be humble, be respectful, but damn it, show some balls. And there's nothing wrong with that. So to come in here to have the opportunity to do commentary, I did the things that I think are right. And as far as getting in the ring, anytime I get to punch Sandman in the face is good. And as soon as Fat Tommy Dreamer just covers my world, that's what happens. But I got the taste. I'm hungry. Let's see what happens.
Now it's kind of like interesting because you were in the ring with Sandman and Dreamer, come full circle. All of you, your only Wrestlemania match was in Detroit against each other. So you go from that big stadium to a small venue again. You know, what's going through your mind when you're in the ring with them? Or is it just muscle memory?
Well, it is muscle memory, and it also is, as soon as you see those faces and you lock eyes, the energy immediately comes. You remember all the history you had with someone. You remember the fact, you know, I don't really trust that guy. Or, oh, geez, here comes, you know, Sandman, and he just hits like a freight train because he's wild and crazy. But the one thing that went through my mind was Scott Armstrong, who is now the only person from that WrestleMania 23 match that's left up in WWE. And let me say that that's the person that deserves to be there. I firmly believe that a guy like me wore out his welcome and was taking a spot away from someone that truly deserved it. And I'm not gonna cry, but I love this. I love what WWE does. I love what Japan does. I love the fact that I sat on the couch at 7 years old and watched the Midnight Express with my dad. And he got to see me at WrestleMania, and he'll see me through this too. I don't have much else in this world. I never have. I don't have any meaningful relationships. I am a aloof and weird person. Anyone that knows me knows that. The one thing that gave me passion was wrestling in WWE, and now I gotta find something to fill that void.
So let me ask you this, and this will be our last question. After leaving the company, obviously you can't be happy about that, but coming back here, how do you still feel about wrestling? A lot of guys, when they leave WWE, they kind of lose their passion for it, or they feel like they lost their dream. Do you still have that passion for wrestling? How do you feel about the whole, just the genre in general? You talked about going back to do a teaching base possibly, which in a roundabout way got you into WWE in the first place, but we don't need to bring that up. But
this passion never dies. I am so much better for what I learned at the Harvard of wrestling, WWE. I learned how to be a performer, an entertainer, a storyteller, and dare I say it, a wrestler. I know it's a bad word, but I put on my boots tonight and I remember this. I laced them up and I tied them and I said, I can do this. And when I stood up and took the headset off, I felt like Jerry the King Lawler. And that's probably the only time my name and Jerry Lawler should ever be mentioned in the same breath, because he's a legend. And I'm humbled and thankful that wrestling, people always say, you say, I love wrestling, and the first thing everyone says is, well, wrestling doesn't love you. And I think it's safe to say that that's not true. I'd like to believe that wrestling loves me as much as I love it, and every fan that has ever met me, anywhere, ever. I've always signed autographs and talked to everyone. You can look in my eyes and know how much I love this, and that will never go away, ever. And I'm thankful for the opportunity. Thankful to WWE. It's a great place, and I'm not just saying that. Please give me my job. It's a great effing place, dude. And without it, we wouldn't have any of this. So that's my first love, and you never forget your first love.
all right, well, Matt, we thank you. We wish you nothing but the best, and maybe we'll have you sit down and do a long-form interview pretty soon.
I don't know if you want me to do long form, but okay.
All right, until next time here on PW Insider TV, this is Mike Johnson. Matt, thank you for your time.
Thank you to everyone that has ever given a crap about anything